If you are trying to find the bearing of A from B, and you start by drawing your knot line at point A, you have completely failed the question. I am going to be showing you 3 golden rules of bearing that pilots use so they don't crash, and why a bearing of 45 degrees doesn't actually exist. Now let's fix your navigation. Rule number 1 is the anchor. When solving navigation problems, the most important word from the question is this: from. Why? Because it tells you where you are starting from. So this question says from B, so your knot line should be at B and not at A. This is your own base. This is where we are starting from. So imagine you are a pilot sitting in a cockpit at point B. You cannot measure the journey from a destination you have not reached yet. So that is why you anchor at the starting point. Otherwise, you keep guessing. Or better still, don't even start at all. So now you have anchored at the starting point. The second rule is the sweep. Pilots only turn one way on the knot and move in a clockwise manner. Same with bearing angles. We start from the knot and move forward in this way. So imagine this knot line to be 12 in the face of the clock. The clock only moves forward and not backwards. If a pilot decides to take the left turn, is moving in a wrong direction and may land in the ocean. So the compass speaks only one language and it's a clockwise movement. And this is where the exam tries to trick you. Now you have the bearing of A from B. How about how to calculate the bearing of B from A without having to remeasure everything or without a protractor? Don't worry, because there's a 5-second parallel rule that does the work for you. Remember, all knot lines are parallel. So all you need to do is to check for the Z angles, alternate angles. Let me show you what I mean. So this right here is a transversal. So we have the Z angle. So this angle here equal to this angle here. So to find the bearing of B from A is like finding the reverse bearing or back bearing. If the bearing angle you have is 60 degrees, to find the reverse bearing, simply add 180 degrees and you have your back bearing or the bearing of B from A. If the bearing of A from B is, let's say, 302 degrees, all you need to do is to subtract 180 degrees and you have 122 degrees as the back bearing. But even with a perfect drawing like this, you will still get a 0 if you write your answer wrong. And that is where rule number 3 comes from, the label. Bearing angles must come in 3 digits, no exceptions. And that is why a bearing of 45 degrees is wrong. So let's say you have bearing of 45 degrees. Add 0 to the front to become 045 degrees. If your answer is 7 degrees, add 2 zeros in front to become 007 degrees. So this 0 is important when you are transmitting messages over shaky radio or bad poor signals. This 0 tells the receiver, I have the whole message. Now let's do a recap. Always remember to anchor at from, that is the starting position. And remember to always read your bearing angle, sweep from in a clockwise manner. And thirdly, always label your bearing angles in 3 digits. If this video finally made bearing click for you, kindly hit that like button, share this video and subscribe to Math Easy. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.